Good afternoon, my students. My name is Mrs. Fatin Saad. I am your science teacher this year. Today we are talking about Unit 1, Matter Constructions. So we will study matter in details. So what is meant by matter? Anything around us is matter. Your bag is matter. Your chair is matter. Your pen is matter. Your mobile is matter. And even you are a matter. So let's prove it. To understand what is meant by matter, we need first to know what is meant by mass and volume. Mass is the amount of matter that the object contains. Look at this picture. You can see apples and you can see a scale. When you put apples on a scale, they will have a mass. Mass is measured by gram or kilogram. So the mass of these apples will equal 1 kilogram, for example. So they have mass because they have amount of matter. If you put 6 apples, their mass will increase. Why? Because the amount of matter increased. So we proved that apples have mass. Number 2, volume. Look at this picture. This cube occupies a space on this table, so it has volume because volume is the space occupied by the object. If this cube occupies a space, so it has volume. Volume is measured by cubic centimeter, cubic meter, or liter. So this cube has mass, and if you hold it in your hand, you will feel it's heavy, so it has also mass. Anything that has mass and volume is called matter. So matter is anything that has mass and volume, or you can say it's anything that has a mass and occupies a space. We studied before that matter exists in 3 states: solid, gas, and liquid. So let's prove that all solids, all gases, and all liquids are matter. If you have a table and you try to push this table, you will feel that it's heavy, so it has mass. And when you try to put another table in this place, you can't. Why? Because the first table occupies the space, so it has volume. This table is a solid substance and it has mass and it has volume, so it's matter. Number 2, liquid. If we have an amount of water, put it inside a cup, so it will occupy the space inside the cup. And when you put this cup full of water on a scale, it will have a mass. So we can say that water has mass and volume, so it is matter. Number 3, bring a balloon and put it on a scale to measure its mass. It will equal, for example, 5 grams. Then fill this balloon with air and measure its mass again. Mass will increase. It will be 20 grams, for example. So its mass increased and the size of the balloon increased. So if the mass increased, so air has a mass. And if the size of the balloon increased, so air has volume because it occupies the space inside the balloon. so air has mass and volume, so it's matter. So we proved that solids, gases, and liquids are matter because they have mass and volume. We will study the properties of matter. Properties of matter are two types: physical properties and chemical properties. Properties means studying matter in details. Studying anything belongs to matter. Physical properties are: number 1, taste, color, and smell; number 2, density; 3, melting point; 4, boiling point; 5, hardness; 6, thermal conduction; and 7, electric conduction. Let's start with taste, color. These 3 pictures. One of them is gold, the other is iron, and the last one is silver. Can you differentiate between these metals? Of course you can, but how? Using taste, color, or smell? We can't smell metals and we can't taste metals, but we can differentiate between them using their color. Number 2, can you differentiate between sugar and table salt? Of course. Using their color? Of course not, because both of them are white. Using their smell? Of course not, but we of course can differentiate between sugar and salt using their taste. Can you differentiate between vinegar and perfume? Of course you can. Using what? Color, smell, or taste? We cannot taste perfume and we cannot differentiate between them using the color. Both of them may be colorless. So we only can differentiate between perfume and vinegar using their smell, of course. Look at these pictures and answer the following question. Can you differentiate between chemicals by taste? Of course not. Why? Because chemicals may be poisonous, so we can't taste them. Now I am leaving you a video. Please watch it to understand what I said before.
All objects around us have 2 things in common. They have mass and volume. Everything that has mass and volume is matter. The mass of an object is a measurement of the amount of matter it contains. The greater the matter of an object, the greater its mass. Mass is measured in kilograms or its derived units. The volume of an object is a measurement of the space it occupies. The greater the matter of an object, the greater its volume. Volume is measured in cubic meters or its derived units. On the other hand, density is the ratio between mass and volume. It is a property of materials, since each material has its own specific density. Therefore, different objects made of the same material always have the same density, regardless of their mass and volume.